Hello guys, good to see you back. Once again, I am back with a new project related Python OpenCV, and today in this project we are going to create a program that can identify left hand and right hand. If I move my right hand in front of camera, as you can see, it can identify it's a right hand. Also, if I move my left hand in front of camera, also it can identify it's a left hand. Also, if I close my hand, also it can identify it's a left hand and right hand. With the help of MediaPipe, we are going to build this project. So let's start the program and see how we can build it. Before we start our coding, let me introduce you something. This project is part of my Mastering Python OpenCV course on Udemy, and as you can see, it is the new, fresh and bestseller course on Udemy. Till today, it comes with 11.5 hour plus content on it, and it comes with multiple real-world projects. So if you are interested to learn Python OpenCV from the very beginning, I will provide the link in my description. Just check this course on Udemy and you will understand why it has become bestseller. So let's back to the code. So finally, I am in my Visual Studio code editor, and as you can see, I already created a Python file main.py. But before I start coding, we need to import an important library. If you do not install this library in your system, then you need to install it first. So I'm going to open Windows PowerShell, and here we need to install a module, and our module name is MediaPipe. Pip install MediaPipe OpenCV Python. I already installed this module in my local system, so I'm not going to install it again. Basically, MediaPipe is an open source framework for building pipelines to perform computer vision interface over arbitrary sensory data such as video or audio. We use MediaPipe to detect hand, face and other landmarks. And MediaPipe is a cross-platform library developed by Google. We are already familiar with this library in our previous projects, so I'm not going to explain it in this tutorial. Now let's back to the Visual Studio code. At first, in my Py file, we need to import the required libraries such as OpenCV and MediaPipe. So I'm going to type import CV2. Then I'm going to import MediaPipe as NP, otherwise as MP. Then after import the libraries, we need to initialize the MediaPipe hands. So at first I'm going to declare a variable mp underscore hands, hands, mp hands equal to mp dot MediaPipe dot, here I'm going to use a method called solutions dot hands. This line going to load the MediaPipe hand tracking model. Then we need to provide the utilities to draw hand landmark. For that, I'm going to type mp drawing. I'm going to declare another variable mp drawing underscore drawing, mp drawing equal to mp dot solutions dot, and this time I'm going to provide the utilities to draw hand landmarks. So I'm going to type drawing underscore utils. Basically, this line provides drawing utils for visualizing hand landmarks. Next, we need to initialize the hand tracking model. But before, I'm going to correct this variable name. It's not MA, it's MP, MediaPipe drawings. And then I'm going to initialize the hand tracking model. So again, I'm going to declare another variable called hands. Hands equal to MP underscore hand, MP hands dot hands. Then inside the hands function, here we need to pass total 2 parameters. In my first parameter, we need to declare the minimum confidence required for detecting hand. So I'm going to type minimum minimum underscore detection DETECTION, detection underscore confidence. Minimum detection confidence equal to 0.5. This model detects hands only if confidence is greater than equal to 50%. Then we need to, after detect the hand, we need to track the hand if confidence level is greater than equal to 0.5. So I'm going to pass another parameter minimum underscore tracking underscore minimum tracking underscore confidence, but before we need to correct the spell CONFI. So copy this one and I'm going to put it here, equal to 0.5. Next, I'm going to capture the video from our webcam. For that, I'm going to declare another variable cap equal to cv2 dot video capture method, video capture, and inside the round braces I'm going to pass the value. I'm going to pass 0 to start the default webcam, and I'm going to set this file. After that, as you know, if we capture any frame, also we need to release this capture. So I'm going to type cap dot release method, release. Also, I want to destroy all the window after complete the program. So I'm type cv2 dot destroy all windows, and I'm going to save this file. So this is it for this tutorial. At the next part of this tutorial, I'm going to read all the frame using while loop from this capture variable. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next part. Good to see you back, guys. This is the second part of this tutorial. In our previous part, we initialized the hand module from MediaPipe. And in this tutorial first, we are going to process the video frame using while loop. So after capture the frame, I'm going to use while loop. While cap dot is opened, then inside this while loop, I'm going to read the frame. So I'm going to type cap dot read method. It's mean first line. Here we use isOpen method because we are going to ensure that the camera is running. After that, we read the frame, and as you know, our read method going to return total two things. First, a boolean value, then a frame. To store the boolean value, I'm going to declare a variable ret, comma, and to store the frame, I'm going to declare another value called frame equal to cap.read method. After that, after read the frame, we need to flip the frame. So I'm going to type frame equal to cv2 dot flip method, flip. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to pass the frame which I want to flip, and then we need to pass flip code. I'm going to pass 1. Here we use flip code 1. It's going to flip the frame horizontally. It's going to provide mirror view. That's why I flip this frame. And then we need to set a if condition to break the loop. If there is no frame in this variable, I want to say this value ret is false, then I want to break the loop. So I will type if not ret, then inside this if condition I want to break the loop, break, and I'm going to set this file. Now after read and flip the frame, also we need to convert the frame BGR to RGB. As you know, by default OpenCV read our frame in BGR color mode, but we need to convert it into RGB mode. So here I'm going to type RGB frame, RGB underscore frame. RGB frame equal to cv2 dot cvt color. Then I want to convert the BGR color to RGB. As you know, by default OpenCV read our frame into BGR mode, but we need to convert it into RGB mode. So at first, as a source, we need to provide the frame. Then as code, I'm going to type cv2 dot color underscore, and I want to convert it into BGR to RGB, this color format. After that, we need to detect the hand in this frame. For that, I'm going to type hands variable, this one, hands dot, and I want to run a method called process. Hand.process, inside the round braces, I'm going to pass the RGB frame. So I copy the variable name and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to set this file. Basically, this function process detect hands and return hand landmark. As I told you, it's going to return the landmarks and I'm going to store it in a variable, and our variable name is results. Results equal to hand.process, this method. After that, we need to process the detected hands. For that, I'm going to use if condition. So I'm going to type if results dot multi-hand landmark underscore hand underscore landmark. Then inside this if condition, basically result dot multi-hand landmarks detect the hand landmarks. Let me show you the landmarks. And these are the landmark I talk about. Such as this is thumb finger tip, which is index number is 4. This is index finger tip, which index number is 8. This is thumb joint, which index number is 2. So this is how it divide our hand into 21 parts, 21 points. And here we said the if condition. So if hand is detected, then I want to proceed our next job. Then we are able to proceed to our next task. If the hand landmarks are stored, then I want to run a for loop. I want to extract the hand ID. Also, I want to extract the hand landmarks from it. So I'm going to type for idx, this is our variable name, which is going to store the hand ID, comma, hand landmark, hand underscore landmark in enumerate. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to type results dot multi-hand landmark, multi underscore hand underscore landmark. Basically, using this for loop, we iterate over the detected hands. Then after detect the hands, we are going to save the hand landmark and the hand ID. Suppose our code found the left hand. In that case, it's going to set its ID 0 and also it's going to save all the landmarks, 21 landmarks. After that, we need to identify the hand is left or right. For that, I'm going to declare a variable called hand underscore label. Hand label equal to results dot, and here I want to access a list called multi-handedness underscore handedness. Multi-handedness, then inside the square braces I'm going to pass idx dot classification. Then inside the square braces I'm going to pass 0. Then after dot I'm going to type label dot label. Now let me explain this line. What is the meaning of it? This attribute results dot multi-handedness, it is an attribute from MediaPipe hands. It contained information about the detected hands in the image. It is a list where each entry corresponded to a detected hand. And here IDX is an index that referring a particular detected hand. And then comes classification. It is a list of classification result. And 0 retrieve the first classification result. And the label property hold the classification result as a string. It will return left hand either right. It going to tell you the detected hand is left or right. Now after detect the left hand and right hand, we need to draw the hand landmarks. For that, here I am going to declare another variable called mp underscore drawing. mp underscore drawing dot, basically here I access this variable mp drawing dot draw landmark. I'm going to use this method draw underscore landmarks. Then inside the round braces, at first we need to pass the frame in which frame I want to draw the landmark, which is frame. Then we need to provide the hand landmark variable, hand landmark, this one. So I copy this variable and I'm going to pass it here, hand landmarks. After that, also we need to draw the connection. For that, I'm going to type mp underscore hands dot, here I'm going to type hand connection, hand underscore connection, hand connections, and I'm going to set this white. This function is used to draw landmark on detected hands in an image or video frame using MediaPipe hands. As you know, MP drawing is an instance of MediaPipe solution.drawing utils, which provides function to draw landmark on an image, and the draw landmark function is used to draw key point and connection for hand tracking. And if I talk about its argument, first we need to pass the frame in which frame I want to draw the lines. Then we need to pass the hand landmarks. As I told you, this object contains detected hand landmarks. Basically, it holds the coordinates and the key joints. Then come mp hands dot hand connection. This provides the predefined connection between key points. I want to say the finger joints. It ensures that lines are drawn between hand landmarks. Basically, it's going to draw the same structure over the hand in our video frame. It's going to create all the joints and all the dots. So this is it for this part. At the next part, we are going to display the hand type. We are going to display which hand is left hand and which hand is right hand. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next part of this tutorial. Hello guys, good to see you back. This is the third part of this tutorial. And now after draw the hand landmark, we need to display hand type. For that, at first we need to extract the shape of the frame. So here I'm going to type a method called shape. Frame dot shape. It's going to return total 3 things: window height, window width, and 3 color channel, otherwise color channel. So we need to save it in a variable. For that I'm going to type, for height I'm going to type h, for width I'm going to type w, and for color channel you can type anything, c. For now I'm going to type c, equal to frame dot shape. Now after get the frame dimension, we need to extract the hand position. We need to get x-axis and y-axis coordinate of the wrist. For that, here I am going to declare 2 variable x, y. X, y equal to, here at first I am going to run int function because we need to result in integer. That's why I am going to use int method. Then inside the int method, I want to access the hand landmark. Hand landmarks dot, I want to access the landmarks, the first landmark. So I'm going to type landmark, L-A-N-D, hand landmark dot hand landmark. Inside the square braces, I want to access the first one, so I'm going to pass 0. Then, as you know, hand landmark is an object that contains multiple landmarks for detected hand, and landmark refers to the first landmark. At first I want to access the x coordinate of this landmark, so I'm going to type dot x. Then after comma, at the same way I want to extract the y-axis, so I copy this section and paste it here, and from this section I want to access the y coordinate. After that we need to convert it into pixel unit. Since x and y are normalized, multiplying by them width and height convert them into actual pixel coordinate. So if I multiply x with w means width of this frame, and y multiply height of this frame, it's going to convert them into actual pixel coordinates, and coordinates are floating point value. So we need to use int function to make it round. We need a round figure. That's why we use int function. Otherwise, it's going to return floating points value. I don't want floating points. Now, at the wrist position of the hand, we need to draw the hand type. I want to say if it is left hand, then we need to print left. Otherwise, if it is right hand, then we need to print right. For that, we need to use put text method. Let me show you how. So I'm going to use put text method. cv2 dot put text, P-U-T text. Put text inside the round braces. At first, I'm going to provide the frame, in which frame I want to put the text. Then we need to pass the text. As a text, I'm going to pass hand level. I'm going to pass this variable because I want to print the hand level. After that, we need to define the position. So inside the round braces, first I'm going to provide the x-axis and then I'm going to provide the y-axis. But from the y-axis, I'm going to minus 20 pixel, 20 point. And after that, we need to define the font face. And so I'm going to type cv2 dot, and I'm going to use font Hershey simplex font. Font underscore Hershey underscore simplex. This one. Then we need to provide the font scale, the font size. I'm going to make it 1, and at last we need to provide the color channel, the color of this font. So I'm going to use, for BGR, for blue I'm going to use 0, for green I'm going to use 255. So I'm going to use green color for this font, and for the red also I'm going to use 0. Then we need to provide the font thickness. For font thickness, I'm going to use 2 pixel, 2 point, and I'm going to save this file. After that, outside this for loop, here I'm going to display the frame. Here we need to show the process frame. So I'm going to type cv2.IamShow method. IamShow. Then inside the round braces, inside the double quotes, first we need to pass the window name, and as window name I'm going to pass hand detection. Then after comma, I'm going to pass in which frame I want to display. Then we need to pass the frame source, which frame I want to display, which is frame. Also, we need to quit the program if we press Q command in our keyboard. So I'm going to type if cv2 dot wait key method. Wait key inside the round braces, I'm going to wait for 1 millisecond and 0x ff equal to ord. Then inside the round braces, if I pass Q command, if I press Q command in my keyboard, then I want to break the loop. Break. And I'm going to save this file. That's it. Now, after complete the code, if I run this code in my terminal, so I'm going to hit the run button, and we need to wait for some time to start our webcam. So I'm going to waiting for some time. After wait for some time, as you can see, it open our webcam. And if I move my right hand in front of camera, as you can see, it print right hand. It's right. And if I show my left hand, as you can see, now it's print left. If I move both the hand in front of camera, as you can see, it identify both the hands. If I close my hand, also you can see it can identify. So this is how it's work. With the help of MediaPipe, we can recognize any hand. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.